LED headlamp. Now, you're thinking headlamp, well, what would I do with that? Well, think about this. Do you go hiking? Do you do any Boy Scouts, right? Any exploring? Maybe you do boating at night. Maybe you're just working on the car. This is going to be for you. Now, the price today, what you're seeing is a clearance price of $19.99. And you think, okay, $19.99, that's great for one headlamp. You're getting two today for $19.99. On a flex pay, this would be $10 to get home. I want to bring in our Bell+Howell expert, Chad Allen. Hey, Chad, how are you?
Good morning.
It's good to see you.
You look gorgeous in pink.
Thank you.
I love
yes,
that top.
This is the today's special.
I was watching a little
bit. We have coming up. Yes. No, I love it. Listen, I saw these and I was like, headlamp. This is really, wow, that was really bright.
Yeah, it has a lot of modes. I just quickly went through them to tease you a little bit. But this is one of our best headlamps.
It's so good.
Yes, and obviously at the lowest price we've ever done. And so when you put it on, there's a few things that I automatically recognize just by putting it on my own head. It doesn't have that uncomfortable strap because the strap goes all around the edge, but then it goes to a nice foam under that's touching my forehead. Now the buttons are all right here by my fingers and if, by this hand right here. And if I press it one time, and I'll show you how to use this when the lights come back up, but it has that big COB LED. Then it has a distance focused light, and that is those distance. I can see behind the cameras on the far wall. And then it goes to a red light, and the red light is great for your night vision. I know you need the flashlight at night as well, but if you're really trying to keep your pupils and your night vision, the red light is great for you. That's why cars and boats and airplanes always have red in the cockpits and in your driver's seat and things like that. And then there is a last mode of a strobe. Did you see the strobe there? The strobe, which will alert an attacker, and then it goes to a blinking red light as well. In case you ever have an emergency situation, you just need a blinking red light, but not a white light. There's so many features built in, but it's lightweight and rechargeable. So there's no batteries on the inside. It's a lithium-ion battery. So lithium-ion batteries are lighter in weight than traditional regular batteries, and so that makes this super lightweight and convenient to use. I'm going to turn it on because right there are 4 LED indicator lights, and so you're never guessing how much charge you have either. They're each 25, so 25, 50, 75, 100% charged, and so you know when the minute you turn it on, whether you have 25% and you only have an hour left, or you have 100%, you have several hours left. That's up to you. I'm going to turn this off completely and just give you a little tour of where you charge it and everything as well, because on the front you have all the different LEDs. That big light strip, that yellow, is the COB LED. That is your wide angle light, room filling light. Those two in the center, that's what you saw that was for the distance light, okay? And then the red light also emits from the yellow strips that you're seeing there. Underneath that red cover is gonna be where you charge it up with your USB-C cable that we give you, that's included. And then that red button, that red dot, that is gonna be the button that actually activates the actual device. And that's underneath if you use it where the logo is on top. So if you use it where the logo and LEDs are on top, you can use it either way though. You can flip it upside down if you like to. When you put it on your head, then you always know it's right underneath above your eye where you hit the button.
Oh.
Yeah, so you always know exactly where it's at. And why do you need a headlamp? Well, because the light goes where you go, where you look, where you actually need the light. Instead of having like a flashlight under your chin or something, where you're like trying to do everything like that. I have some underneath the table as well. But you can feel it. I mean, it's lightweight, comes with your gift box, everything's included for you. And now's the time, right? You're walking the dog, you're taking the trash to the driveway. It's dark at night, we're going to the tailgate, the baseball game, you're working underneath the sink, or you're working on the car. There's a million reasons to use a headlamp, even if you are just walking the dog at night. And if I could turn around and look behind me, I'm going to show you the wall a little bit, if that's okay. Because even with the lights down, I'm sure you can see it, like it just throws off an immense amount of light. And so if I'm walking the dog, everywhere I'm looking, right? I'm looking to maybe pick up whatever the dog left in the yard, I'm looking to see the trash can. Everywhere I look, and I can't see the monitor, but I'm guessing you can see me.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, everywhere I look, the light is going. And that's how I know.
And you're hands-free now.
I can see. I'm hands-free. Both hands are free. But you see how the light moves? That's my head moving. That's my eyeballs and the direction of my eyeballs moving. And then if I need room-filling light, now I have this wide scope of light, and now I have the direct beam of light, and that's the difference you're really getting home today. And so in the red light keeps your night vision. There's for the attacker, And then the red flashing is in case of an emergency.
You take the strobe light to the club?
Take the strobe light to the club, do a little vibing.
Just another idea. But no, I mean,
I hope you get it.
You were easily just moving your head around and that's where the light went. I think about if you are walking your dog, right? You're trying to, like you said, hold your phone, maybe using that flashlight. You've got the dog goes, what are you doing, right? Now you're hands-free. I think about, so my husband used to do cable. And so he used to have to like get under trailers and go into attics and all of that with a handheld flashlight.
Or if you're a delivery driver.
All of that, right? At night, and you don't want, you've got to carry packages, all of the things. This is going to be perfect. And for, I mean, it's $19.99 for two.
Yeah, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to reach underneath you here, Sue-Ming, because there's another lamp that I always like to show. And it's things like this, you know? So look at ours. Look how great. This is what a traditional headlamp would look like. They're big, they're bulky, they take regular batteries. This is quite heavy, and you have to angle this where you want the light because it's very directional. It doesn't do a wide scope of light, and so you're always adjusting this, but look how big and cumbersome it is compared to like our little, what I would say like a little baby one here, because technology has just changed. And so if your husband, your dad, your uncle, they have one like this, it's time to upgrade. And you know if they do because they probably wear it because they're very convenient.
Oh, and this is heavy.
It's much heavier.
That would hurt your neck.
Yeah, and I can't even feel the one I'm wearing now. That's why I keep messing with it. And in the back, right where your forehead goes, you probably won't be able to see it, but there's a couple of, oh, hi, I got a little head hair there, bed head. See these two, can you see these? These are like foam. And so that's what's rusting against your skin. And they're just the softest, most velvety little points here. That's the smallest detail, but guys, when you get it home and you actually put it on your head like this, you go like, oh, that feels sort of nice. It doesn't cut into you. Because if it was that strap all the way around, like on this one where you got this big metal back here with the strap that's touching your skin, then you're gonna have those red marks when you take it off, and it's gonna look like you're wearing an elastic strap around your head. But just here, one-handed operation. I do both because I forgot where I put it there for a second. But it goes between the red mode and the regular white mode, and so you have all the options you need, but everything that you want in a headlamp. So when you run down the checklist, like what would I like in a headlamp? Well, hands-free is obviously the reason you bought it. But then I want it to be rechargeable, so I'm not buying batteries. I want this really wide scope of light. And even if I put my hands here, the light bounces off of my hands and then shines on my face. What if I just shine it on myself? How about that? And then you can actually see what I look like. And then if I want that direct light, oh, there's that direct light looking directly at me. That was a better way to show you, right? And then the red light is constant on. We can do the strobe for the attactor, but you can also do that red blinking. That's if you're changing the tire or you just want to be seen. Maybe you're on a night walk or you're riding your bike at night. That's going to give you a way to keep your pupils at the right way so you can still see with your night vision. And other people can see you, which is important when you're riding your bike or at night.
Well, not even riding your bike, but I think about if you're like a road hazard, if something happens, right? We talk about, first of all, disaster preparedness. So yes, in case of a hurricane, in case of power outages and things like that. But if we're on the side of the road, Chad, maybe you've got to change a tire. How are you safe when you have, like you said, a flashlight in one hand, you're trying to change the tire with the other, there's cars whizzing by you. Now, even if you could put on that strobe and the cars see you, they're going to see you. So this is something, keep one in your car, keep one in your house. Chad, I just wanted to let you know, Judy says good morning, and Ruth says good morning.
Good morning,
Judy
good
says
morning,
you are
Ruth.
the sweetest ever, and she loves you to pieces.
I love Judy too. I love these morning ladies for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Dawn, there's Dawn.
Yeah,
oh, Lillian,
so I just want to make sure that I told you that everyone was saying hello. But this is such a great, I mean, as we come up, we're thinking, you know, Father's Day is just a couple of months away, right? Is there someone in your life that you want to ensure that they're safe when they're on the side of the road? Maybe you have someone in your family who is a hiker, enthusiast, they go camping. Maybe boating. Think about boating in the evening and at night, right? You're doing a lot of things with your hands on the boat. This is something that you should definitely have with you. And for $10 to get home for two, this is absolutely a great deal.
And very rarely I've worked with like Suzanne Runyon, who doesn't do a lot of our flashlight shows. However, she brought something up this last time I worked with her about crafting, needlepoint, coloring, things like that. When you're looking down and you're doing the fine point needlework, they use headlamps in their crafting world, I suppose. And I'm like, oh, that's so interesting, because I get it now, because everywhere, I keep turning everywhere you look, it is adjusting the light to where your eyeballs are, as opposed to, sorry to reach, but as I was like, if I'm trying to work and I got this flashlight under my neck, That's not fun, it's not comfortable, and that's gonna last about 60 seconds until I put it down and go grab something else, right? But everywhere now I am, now the light is. So I'm always seeing, and I'm hands-free. And so whether it is just simply walking the dog or taking that night walk to go check the mail by the end of the driveway, taking the trash can out, or it is riding the bike or going for that evening run, we want to stay out later, but the sun goes down and then it's dark. You need a good flashlight. Maybe it's working under the hood of the car. It could be a million things, but one for you and then one for the hubby, right? One in the car, one in the emergency preparedness kit. It doesn't take batteries. It just needs to be charged up. It's gonna last 2 to 3 hours when it's on its brightest setting, when you're talking about the distance flashlight. And then it recharges in just a couple of hours. So you're never without power, and you don't have any more expense with buying batteries. You never buy a light bulb. And by the way, assuming LEDs, in case you're not familiar, they never get hot. And so, you know, when you have like incandescent bulbs, they get hot on your forehead, and then it's like sort of a, you know, that kind of situation. This will never get hot because they're just LEDs, and they also, the minimum LED lasts 50,000 hours, so that's a decade of light, essentially.
Oh, wow.
You know, they last a very long time. I don't think anybody's ever replaced an LED. And then to get 2 of them that just fold away very simply, you could throw it in a backpack if you want to take it to on the school vacation for like, we used to like go to like places we weren't familiar with on those field trips and stuff.
Right.
And we would be out at night as a class, a full class of people.
And think about those cruise excursions. Like
That's
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying.
them,
Yep,
you
exactly.
go to like
Excursions.
these, you know,
things
places
like that.
and stuff, right? This would be great to have with
Pack
you.
it.
And exactly, then you can be hands-free. We only got 2 hands. We got a lot of stuff that we need to have, right? And light is one of the things that we are always looking to have. We need light. This is the way to do it. 839160 is the item number on this. Remember, this is a clearance price and you are getting 2. You know, this is something that you want to have, but also think about all of the different holidays and things we have coming up. It doesn't hurt to have something in that closet, right? Your gift closet for you as well. But this is really a practical gift too for yourself.
You could hang it on the door handle as you go down to the basement or up to the attic. If you don't have a great light in your basement, you could just put it on the door handle before you go down there. Strap it on your head when you go get the decorations out or whatever you're looking for. Same thing with the attic. There's a lot of reasons to use them, and to get 2, you could have them in 2 different places.
It's a great deal. You heard it from Chad, right? And how the ways he uses it, you can use it in different ways too. Make sure you pick yours up. $10 gets this home on a flex pay. Thanks for hanging out this morning with us, Chad. I appreciate it.
I'm glad
this thing is, yeah, this is pretty cool. It's something my husband needs for sure. But don't miss out. And Chad, Ruth also said, hold on, who said Chad Allen is the sweetest? Someone, hold on, I'm trying to, there.
I'll wait for this.
Lillian.